So, welcome back, by the way, to Truths Behind the Myths. Let's do a little recap. Last time, you guys, yes, you rested, but before that, you guys woke up and decided, you know what, time to get some breakfast because, you know, I haven't eaten all day. We haven't eaten in days. And you ate, unfortunately, some, speaking of eating, get some sweets. I'll take one too for later.
No, give me that.
Yes, here you go. And then you guys spoke to some guards, hoping to avoid any attention. Faith provoked the guard, telling him mean things, and got him really sad, and had to try to arrest you. And you
turned into a fly.
Yeah, you turned into a fly, and you flew into the temple. In there, you discovered a prophecy about you guys, nonetheless, about going to an island with giants, dragons, and all sorts of other races, and on boats going to this island with blue clouds and blue thunder.
So dragons are baby stuff.
Maybe. Anyways, you guys did that, and you escaped out of the building, the temple, and Kaizen came to you. Be quiet. Came out to you guys and asked what happened, and you guys don't really know except that you guys were in a prophecy. So, you guys, let's continue where we left off. You guys, I guess it's implied that you guys took a rest, and today will be the last day that you'll be waiting for your comrades. So, is there anything you'd like to do in this final day? Let's see, where's my map?
Will be what?
Today is your final day that you have to wait for your comrades, because today should be the day that they come to you guys and get ready to depart. So, what would you guys like to do for your last day, last things to do on this island? And I will have you know that I think Kaizen's wing is fixed, and maybe if you convince her, you can try to fly to a spot on the map to gain more loot or money or whatnot. Up to you guys.
What are we waiting for again?
You're waiting for your comrade Joseph and to see if Petey's okay.
Joseph and Pete.
Joseph and Pete.
Brother.
You guys have the stage. Katsune? Is that what her name was?
Yeah.
I think it was Kaizen, but okay, Katsune, yeah.
Katsune.
And where is Joseph and Petey coming from?
They are coming from the secret hideout in the cave.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah.
So they're walking now?
Yeah, they're walking towards you guys. But today's the last day. And then tomorrow I think they'll be arriving.
Okay. So can we use our wing friend Joe, cut the day in half, and fly to go get them?
Do you know where they are?
No, but if we get high enough, we can
Track them out.
We fly up on the sky and then we'll sort through the area.
The old-fashioned way.
Old-fashioned way? Okay, alright.
And we'll call out.
Okay, so first you gotta convince her to do that. So, it's the day and you guys are waking up. No weird dreams this time, unfortunately. And
You had no weird dreams, Harry.
Huh?
You didn't have a weird.
No, I do, just not right now. And you guys are waking up along with Katsune, and what would you guys like to do?
And
Dandara. Dandara, not Dandara.
Who's the one that can fly?
Katsune, the hawk, half tiger.
Okay. Alright, we'll say alright.
So the whole rhino have.
We'll say alright, Katsune, we need to get this journey on the road. What would help is if we can fly and meet Petey and Joseph halfway. What do you think?
She kind of turns her back to you and says, "You stabbed me in the butt."
Yeah, but we're kind of on a journey. The faster you help me, the faster I help you.
And she turns to Lilac and says, "What do you think?"
Agree with him.
Agree with him? Okay. Roll me persuasion.
Did she change her
And
voice?
hold up, I'm gonna introduce something a little new. So on this persuasion, since Katsune is, she's more comfortable with Lilac, you guys get to roll twice.
Okay.
If you fail this first roll, you can roll again.
Okay. So persuasion plus 13.
Wait a minute.
15. Oh, right. 16.
16?
Plus 1. 17.
Okay. Katsune is a little hesitant and she says, fine. And she gets down and lets you guys, welcomes you aboard.
Done.
Alright, so is it just you two? Or is she taking one? Who wants to go on?
No, that's both of us.
Both of you? Okay. You both get on Katsune and you guys take to the skies. So you guys are currently right there, that little X. Right there, right outside the village. And where do you guys want to fly to?
Wherever Joseph and PD are.
Okay, so that would be, let's see.
You don't even know.
I know. I remember my circles.
Oh, a bunch.
I do. Okay, so this little J right there, that little J is where Joseph was staying last.
You need to work on your running or don't see no J. J. Oh, that one?
Yes.
This one.
Oh, that one. You don't know your own paper.
Okay, so we're flying back towards the J. And
Okay.
We're going like that. Back and forth, like that. Cover all the area.
Okay, so are you
can
flying
see
like
that.
high or low?
Flying low.
Low? Okay.
You know, we see them, we're like,
Okay. So you guys are flying, and give me that. Anyway, you guys are flying in the sky, and all of a sudden you see an arrow fly by. And Katsune is like, what was that?
It was a bird. What do you think it was?
And you guys look down, and you see that the royal army, or at least like a small group of the army, is out. And they see you, and they say, "There's the beast, get her!" And they start shooting stuff at you. And
You want a beast?
let's see
Are you not
if
interested?
you escape or not.
We never asked it.
Well, that's well, Katsune wants to escape, and luckily for you, she rolled a 19. So you
She?
guys, yes, she escapes the encounter, but now you know that people are looking for you, and as you guys are flying, you can actually see other like outposts stationed up.
So we
looking
just
for-
forget about Joseph and Petey.
You just forget about them.
All of this was think that.
Okay. Now next thing you guys are gonna do, roll. One of you, doesn't matter who, roll perception or investigation.
Persuasion?
Let me see this real quick. What's the thing on here? I could rather insight. Roll me insight. One of you roll me insight. And if you guys want to help each other out, who has the best insight? So Faith has +2. +2? Okay, so it doesn't matter who rolls. 17 plus 2, 17, 18, 19. Okay. As you guys are flying, you see a little more outposts, and then you see, well, I guess you see like hooded figures walking in the road, and I guess you'd say that Dandara says to you, "I recognize that guy's smell. That's our group.
Okay, and
Is that not your friend?
oh, that's
That's Joseph. I recognize his scent."
okay. So I go to him and I say, Joseph, right?
okay, let's go down right there.
Okay.
Subaru, I forgot his name.
Subaru.
Who?
What's his name?
Dandara?
No, no, no.
Katsune.
Captain, let's go down right there, Captain.
So Subaru flies down, and at first they're startled, and then they see you on the back, and Joseph reveals his hood and says, "Oh my goodness, you guys are okay."
Yeah, you find yourself.
So what's the plan? I heard you guys are ready to leave the island now that we got our friend here.
Yes, so
Plan
you guys
is-
need to jump on and we're gonna go back. Wait, do we have anything back?
Hmm?
Do we have anything back at the camp?
Back at the camp? Nope, nothing at all. Nope.
You guys are gonna jump on and we're gonna get going to the other island.
Okay. Let's see. And then PD quickly interrupts you guys and says, "Wait, wait, guys. Let me give you. I'm not good. Like I said, I'm not good. PD impressionist. Let me give you something before you go." And he gets from his bag and he pulls out 50 gold pieces for you guys. You can add that to your currency.
Thanks, man.
I can't do a good PD voice. I think PD's more like right here or like
50?
right here. 50.
He's
Yeah.
like in between those, right? Like
Good like this. Like it like this.
little lower.
Little lower. Like this.
Unless you just went completely low.
Well, I can't go in between low and high. You see, I
You
got
just
it.
did!
Like that.
Yeah.
Alright.
I don't know. You
Close
gotta tell me.
enough, close enough.
And he says, "Hey man, I hope to see you again. Just be careful out there, all right? Which way are you going?
To the island on the east.
East? Do you remember which way? Which one the sister and which one?
Never.
No, which one was the sister and which one the beast? Right or left?
Oh, the beast was left, sister was right.
Sister was
Yeah,
right.
sister was right.
Okay. So he actually gives you some intel about the place you're going to because he.
You're not going with us?
I gotta stay here
I came back for nothing.
and help my people, help my friends here.
Okay,
the,
we get it.
animal
It's
folk.
Alright.
And he says, before you go, I know the order of the islands.
Just
Okay.
get to the point.
So it's our hometown, the jungle, and we're in the center, the Ross Kingdom, and then the place you're going to right now is
No more stuttering, just tell us.
Zodia. No, not Zodia. I
Zodiac.
forgot the place, but it's the desert.
Zodia, no.
I don't
You
remember.
know or do not know?
I don't remember all the islands' names, but I do know that you guys are going to the desert.
This
The
makes
desert island.
Desert island. Okay.
Yes.
Never trust a guy with a terrible accent.
Okay. So what do we do with that?
Well, I'm just letting you know that you guys are headed to the desert.
You got.
And I've heard that, I don't remember your friends' names, but I hear that they established a church over there, so maybe you can find some information about anything. I don't know.
Okay.
But yeah, safe journeys, brother.
Alright.
You have to
Thank
have a
you.
little like inside your voice.
Thank you.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah, right.
Well, as you guys are leaving,
The character's over.
That was perfect.
and
Alright,
then
we'll see you. Love your brother.
and then Katsune is like, who's this guy? Is he friendly? The Joseph. is
He
fine.
just talked as fine. He didn't threaten you or
Just like
anything.
Luca.
All right.
Luca-ish.
So, you guys start to lift off into the air, and Katsune has to roll another stealth if you guys are gonna make it through the guards. All right.
Bobbin.
So you
No.
guys are flying.
Ah, we made it. We're in between them.
How'd it go?
So you guys are flying, and yet again more arrows and stuff comes at you, and this time there's a giant net that captures you all, and it brings you to the ground, and you guys are trapped. And Joseph's like, "What do we do?"
Now pull out my sword. Cut the net.
All right,
For that.
roll me strength. Yeah.
See what strength I have.
Is there athletics?
Nope, strength, because you gotta saw through the rope.
14 already?
No.
Oh, 2 plus 2.
Yeah. 14 is your natural strength.
No.
4.
4.
And then you roll.
Oh.
Yeah, you can roll Faith. I'll allow it. You roll me. Wait,
Wait,
hold on.
do-
Wait. How do you cut it? You have magic too. Don't forget, you can have magic cut it for you.
Okay, in case.
What do you mean cut it? What's that mean?
Cut the rope. Cut the net.
Oh.
Okay, in case I don't cut the net with my. Okay, I'm gonna use
No,
the
you
sword.
can only choose one option. You can either use magic or your sickle. Or something sharp. I don't know.
Sickle.
Your sickle?
Okay. I still roll.
Yeah, that would be strength.
20.
20?
Yeah.
20 plus 2, 22!
Alright, well,
Oh!
it doesn't even matter because a natural 20 means you actually do really great. So,
Yeah, we cut the rope and throw it back at them when they're trying.
Yes!
as you see the guards coming, Lilac gets her sickle, and with all her strength, she cuts the net in half, and Katsune is able to gather herself really quickly and get you guys back up in the air. And you guys make it to the edge of the island. And she's like, alright, this is the last chance. You ready to go?
Depends if you're ready to go. We don't have wings.
To the next island.
Oh yeah, why be then?
Just making sure, alright. And then she takes a deep breath and starts flying. Lilac, just to make sure you are going to the next island where the next mythical beast is and not to your sister?
I thought my sister wasn't mythical.
Nope, they are two separate entities. That's why they are both. That's why your sister was on the right and the mythical beast was on the left, right?
Listen here.
Or on the east.
What's more important? My sister or the bee?
Whichever one you want to get first.
No, I'm asking
What?
you. I'm asking you.
Which one are we close to?
Well, you guys are currently closer to. Well, you guys were close evenly to each of them, but now you guys were now close. Since you're leaving the island to the next island to the desert, it's the beast.
Okay, look at the beast first.
The beast.
Okay, you guys start flying into the mist, into the fog,
And then I grow wings to go, I'm sorry.
over
Turns into
the
fly.
over the seas, and it takes you a few days. It'll take
Wow,
you.
in the sky?
Yep. Yes. Yeah. It's far away. You remember how long the boat ride was? That was like 3 days.
Right.
But seeing that she's flying, it'll take you about. Let's see. Normally it would take you.
Normally it'll take about 3 days, but this time it's gonna take about 13 days.
5, 6.
So we'll cut that in half and say it'll take you 3 days.
3 days.
Oh, I mean, there's nothing much you can do in 3 days, huh? Since you're in the sky. First day goes by and it falls tonight. Would you guys like to discuss anything, like a game plan, like once you get there, or?
No, we don't know what there is. All we know is we're gonna go get it. Do we have any information on where the mystical beast is at?
Lilac would actually know that. So, Lilac, as you're flying through the air, you can pick up the scent of the other mythical beast. And you know what? I want you to roll. I want you to give me this one. Yeah.
I like this.
Yeah. Roll me. I guess insight again. Roll me insight. Yep, insight. To see if you can see where the mythical beast is precisely. Insight. Roll me good. See it.
All that for me.
An 8? Okay. So, Faith, the only thing you know is that it's on the next island you're going to. You can smell it, you're heading in the right direction, but you don't see specifically where it is on the map. Bless you, yeah. Is there anything else you'd like to do before you fall asleep and possibly have a dream?
We're not gonna fall asleep.
You're not gonna fall asleep?
Keep going.
Well, I mean,
God.
Katsune will not sleep because she has to fly, but you guys
Soccer
will.
more fun. Fly.
So, nothing you'd like to do before you sleep?
Me?
Okay, you.
What?
You're the second chosen one, so you gotta say something.
No, he's asking you. What do you want to do before you sleep? We're just in
I'm
the air.
turning to you.
No, I'm saying get your rest. You're gonna need a lot of rest so we can find the beast.
Okay. Dad, is there anything you'd like to do or discuss anything? Or any questions?
Just said something.
Questions that are
While she's asleep, I have to stay awake to
Stay.
help the
mythical beast.
yeah.
I feel like you were gonna have the special dream and they looked at you.
Okay, so Dad, you stay up to night watch and you kind of like, as you see Katsune drifting off to sleep, you kind of like just wake her up a little bit, yeah. Faith. Lilac. It's dream time. So, Faith, you wake up in this
I
black,
wake
empty
up.
space.
So I don't fall asleep. It's
You do wake up.
I never fell asleep.
You
so I
do
never
fall
wake
asleep,
up.
but you wake up in the dream. So, last time you were in here, you saw kind of Dandara's like childhood. And
Keep drawing everything.
I know, yeah. I'll look for it a little later.
You're looking for it right now.
Last time you were in this sort of void space, you were looking at Dandara's life. And the last thing you saw was little Dandara as a little child looked to his foster mother, the goose half snake, with a devilish grin. And that's where you continue off of.
I pictured a really good animation in my head about him doing the grin.
So he does that, and the mother is a little confused and kind of goes up to him, like looking at him, and you see this dark aura go around Dandara, and then he kind of shakes it off, and he's like, I don't know what happened. So they continue with their day.
Someone didn't say nothing? I don't know what happened.
No, you didn't hear her say nothing.
Beautiful day.
And Dandara, you can see as Dandara is growing older, he's just playing with his little siblings, and here and there you can see him kind of lose himself, and the dark aura like turning on and off with the devilish grin and the kind of like creepy vibes you're getting.
Gaining and losing 100.
Sure. And you see present day Dandara, like him mature and up to his just maturity. And he does, as he does, he has this devilish grin again, and the mother's not really bothered by it.
Because she sees it a lot.
Yes. And she just sort of like just leaves him to himself and just sleeps with the other kids. What?
Just gonna let that happen.
It looks normal to her. And Dandara, you can see kind of in his head, seeing like, oh, it's just another, like when he goes, I guess we'll call it
just having a seizure.
Devilish smirk smile. He's like out of control. He doesn't have control when he does that, and you can see in his head like, oh, it's gonna pass, and you can see him getting a little more worried that it's going for a very long time, and his body starts to move on its own towards the happy family, the Katsune and Zabimosa, the two mythical beasts. And he's moving towards them, and the mother finally takes notice and sees that he's not Dandara anymore. And as Dandara leaps towards Katsune, the youngest one, the mother steps in and starts, fighting him to protect the child. And
in my dream, I stopped him and I was like, this isn't you.
And Dandara ends up killing his foster mother and finally snaps out of it, but it's after she's dead. And
we died? No, I didn't die.
And you can see the siblings both shocked and
I am not dead.
sad. Katsune is crying, and Zabimosa is very angry with his brother for doing that, and Dandara, confused and scared and sad, just runs away. And that's when you wake up.
Is Dandara awakened too?
Yes, Dandara is awakened with you, but he's not seeing what you're seeing. In fact, he just, you can feel him stirring in your soul, just like, trying to, I don't know, find entertainment. You can, yeah, sure.
I'm gonna talk to him for a bit, like just for a couple seconds. I'm gonna go, ha! And then I'm gonna
You're gonna say that?
Yeah.
No, don't turn on TV.
Not too long.
Gonna get copyrighted.
Here? Are you serious? Okay.
Gonna get copyrighted!
We're almost done. We only have 5 minutes?
Oh, fire sound copyright.
Oh, how'd you know that?
We only have 5 minutes, so just wait 5 minutes. Keep it low, and you can look for what you're gonna throw.
Low taper thing?
Okay. So, Faith, you say that, you just... Dandara's listening, and he knows you want to talk to him. He's like...
Wait. At first I'm gonna go, hey, Dandara, I want to say something to you.
What?
That's it.
What?
Bye-bye.
And he's like, okay. And he goes back to being silent. Dad, you stayed awake all night and you are very tired. And that is that'll be the first day. No, you guys are right here. It's 1 day, 2 day. Second day comes by. Do you guys do anything? No. Ask questions. Dad, you can actually. You can see Faith still and Dandroso, but nothing's really happening between them. Actually, you, Dad, you can see that. You know, like yin and yang, the symbol.
Yep.
That's how that's how Lilac's soul looks like right now.
Okay.
And you can see that Dandra's side is getting bigger. At first it was small, or like even now at least. But now you can see that Dandra's side is getting bigger and eating more of Lilac's soul.
Okay.
Yeah. And Joseph kind of wakes up and yawns and asks, so that man on the other island, that was your brother?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. When was the last time you saw him?
It's been 5 years.
Wow, that's crazy.
Wait.
Well, I mean, what your brother's doing is very noble and nice. He's making a safe haven for the animal people on that island.
Well, if you think that's worth, I haven't seen my sister for like a month.
Do you have any other siblings?
You have to ask the dungeon master.
Yes, you
Copina.
do.
Yes, I do.
You have
Mario.
Mario.
That's all
Everyone in my real life?
Yes.
Oh, yes,
Yeah,
I do. I
Mario.
have Mario and Valerie.
Oh, that's nice.
That's it?
And they're, you don't really know what they've been up to. You know that they're alive and well, but they don't really talk about their work life.
Oh, wait, I know their work life.
Nuh-uh.
Valerie. Okay.
No, not yet. We don't have time for that.
Valerie.
So, Joseph, acknowledges that, and he just, keeps to his own devices. He's knitting a sweater. Would you like to do anything, guys? Anything yet?
I'm gonna go. Yeah, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go and I'm gonna say, hold up, what is it? I'm gonna say, Joseph, are you okay?
And he looks up and says, why wouldn't I be?
The dungeon master isn't using you much in the story, so I just want to make sure.
I'll let you know. I'm doing fine. I don't know what a dungeon master is, but I'm doing
It's the person
fine.
controlling your voice right now. You idiot.
All right.
No, your
So-
wife.
We're just gonna keep flying on until we get to the island.
Okay. Night falls and Joseph pats you on the back and says, I can take this ship.
Okay. All right.
So,
Going to bed.
So Faith, your character Lilac goes to bed. No dream this time. Dad, you have a dream. Back in your oasis.
All right. Take out my sword, cut off his head.
And you see.
It's a her.
And yes,
Careful.
last time I was uncertain of the gender of what was fighting you, but now I have a clear answer. It is a she, and she is currently sleeping in the hammock that you made in your dream last
Hey,
night.
get over here.
And last time you met, she said that you cannot wield the sword properly. You can't wield the sword properly if you don't know its name.
Okay.
And that's the last thing you heard from her, or the last thing she did to you was stab you in the belly, but strangely enough, it didn't hurt.
You turned into a villain?
And it's because now that you trust her, kind of, you guys have grown a stronger bond, I should say.
Okay.
And she's just sleeping there with the sword. And yeah, would you like to do anything in your oasis?
I'm gonna ask her how can I get the sword?
And she turns to you and says, all you gotta do is ask me my name.
Okay, what's your name?
She opens her mouth to say her name.
But then,
And
since I haven't came up with a name for her yet, all of a sudden a monster comes in and fights her.
Thank you, Faith, for predicting all that. Yes, a giant monster comes and eats your head off. What actually happens is that she opens her mouth to say her name, and all you hear is like cryptic
Oh
speech.
gosh, she's AI!
And you hear noise but no name.
Okay.
Oh,
And
my
she
name's
said, and she says, "Did you hear it?"
Yes, actually, I've studied that language back in college.
And she said, oh yeah, go ahead.
I do not understand.
She says,
Speak English like you. I know you know how.
as I thought, you can never truly wield this blade without knowing its name by heart.
Okay.
And the only way to do that is to trust me a little more.
Okay, I trust you to give me orders.
It doesn't work like that.
How do I prove my trust?
Well, I mean, there is one way, and as she's getting up from the hammock,
Turns to a big monster.
a sword appears in your hand, but it's not the sword that you're wielding in real life. It's in real life, the sword you have is, well, what color would your sword be? Like the sheath and the hilt?
Blue.
Blue? Like the blade or the hilt?
Both.
Both? Okay, so the sheath and the sword are all blue.
Oh, yeah.
And the one you're holding is all, I'd say, red, an opposite color of that. And she says, in order to trust me more, we'll have to spar together. And
How does that work? In order to trust me, I have to kill you.
yes.
To gain your trust,
to make a long story short, we won't actually have you fight each other, but we'll have you roll a dice to see if it goes
Remember
well.
when we were
Like if you train good enough, I'd say.
Remember when we were walking and I said, okay, no, if Rocky falls, we can't do it. Roll it.
A 10?
10.
Un 10.
Okay. You're training. You train with her a little bit, and you
You're
guys are
training
fighting. She cuts you, and nothing. You don't feel nothing.
Yeah.
And
I can't remember life.
and the training you feel in your heart as if like, I mean, it was good, but I could have done better today. And she's like, until you know my name, you cannot use me properly.
You just said he had to ask for your name, like.
Yep. And after that, you wake up back on the continent, and that's 1 day and 2 days, and tomorrow you make it to the final day. Or actually, no, you make it to the island, and you see you guys have entered the kingdom of sand, the kingdom of fire, the kingdom.
Don't tell me I have to make another animation with sand.
No. Oh wait. Oh yeah, that's right. I gotta ask you for that now.
Okay, what I'm gonna do.
No.
You made it to an island called what? The Kingdom of...
The kingdom of Alexodia.
Alright.
The kingdom of sand, and the king Alec.
Okay. So we're gonna let Catalina or Katia, whatever, we're gonna let her rest.
Her
And
name
once we're done-
is
once
Katsune.
Once Katsune is done resting, then we're gonna go get them. And then we're gonna go to get her sister.
Is from Dragon Tiger.
Okay. So that will be the end of this session. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, I will see you all later. Bye bye.
See ya.
Who farted, by the way?